Hi, Sydney. I'm going to send you a video, three quick tweaks, maybe just two, and we'll have your logo lined up. And the reason I'm not going to upload it back to the server, the reason being is something has corrupted your image files when they went up. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to give that back to you because that's kind of there's something wrong with the images. I've been playing around with them, but yeah, all the images in the site that went up were like 1K. They were somehow kind of smushed. So, but I'm going to show you how to get it sorted out so you have something like this. As a matter of fact, let's just run through the steps so then we can really fine tune it a little bit. First thing I'm going to ask you that you do is go into your website name library file and just remove this BR, this break tag right here. Or just the two brackets and the BR. Just get rid of the break. Right? You can probably even do this in design view. Just put your cursor right before the word and then hit the backspace and then the space bar. Right? Either way, as long as we get everything onto one line in this page and update, that's great. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step I'm going to ask is we're going to open up the home.css and we're also going to open up the shared.css. Okay? Okay, so we'll go into our site, our styles, and our pages. And there's home.css right there. Uh, because the index page uses all the pages have the logo at the top and centered. The index page is the only one that has it specifically off to the side and within a certain size parameter. So that's why it has its own style sheet. So open up your home.css and I want you to go down to about line 26. You see where it says width of 420? Just delete that line entirely. Boom. And one other thing I'd like you to do is for the padding, I'd like you to go right here. No, sorry, right here where it says 0px. So the padding is 10 by 10 by 0 by 0. I want you to change this 0, that 0 right there. I want you to change that to 10 and save. Okay. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us a little bit of padding from the left edge of the page. And the next thing I like to do is we're going to open up the shared.css. So go to the shared folder, open up shared.css, and go down to line 20 and 30. I want you to change the 30px to 20px. We're just going to reduce the font size just a little bit so that it fits nicely into the top of the page, and we'll save that. Okay, so now when we go back to our page right here, I'm just going to refresh it here. There we go. Okay, so that's bumped at 10 pixels over. You know what? That's probably a little bit too much. So I'm just going to have to get you to make one small tweak to the home.css. Let's just make this 4px. Save, and then we can sort of fine tune it from this point on. I'll just keep refreshing until I get it. There we go, happy medium. Now it's tucked in nicely here. I mean, maybe even want to adjust that font size. Maybe make it a little bit less and then push it down. Actually, let's push it down the page a little bit more here. So we can go back to the we'll go back to the shared.css, and you see where it says margin of 12. Let's make this 16 pixels. And what that should do, if I'm right here, is there we go. It bumps it down a little bit more. You see that? I'm trying to aim so we have the spacing below and above to be the same. And now it's just a matter of fine tuning. So let's make it 20 pixels right there, line 24 of your shared.css. There we go. So that's probably the perfect number right there. I think that even below, even above, even on the left, even on the right, it fits in there quite nicely. Like I said, I don't want to send this site back to you because those psychedelic pictures, I'm not really sure what happened to them, but I guess when they were uploaded via FTP, something smushed them and they didn't get uploaded properly, and now they're all kind of weird looking. But anyways, that's how to get the logo positioned nicely. Those steps there, just as a recap: your website name, library file, get everything onto one line. Your home.css, we're going to change the padding to 4 pixels here, and we're going to remove the width of 420. And finally, for the shared.css, 20 pixels for your font size. And then for this line on number 24 here, we're going to change it to 20 pixels from 12 pixels.